start your overview of the human body?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's get started. After we learn the general anatomy of the body, then we will go over specific areas in later classes. Let's start off with the human skull. It has two major parts, the cranium and the facial part. As you can see, the cranium, let's take it off. Look at the cranium. The cranium has these lines on them. These are suture lines. These are the parts of the skull that were not sealed. These parts were open when you were born to allow the brain to expand as you got older. Once your head has gotten to the size it's going to get, these will seal. These are called sutures. We look inside the skull. We see where the brain sits. This is the front part and the back part. If we take the brain, it sits in the skull just like that. In the back of the skull is an opening. This is where the nerves from the brain leaves the head to go to the rest of the body. The facial part has the zygomatic bone, the orbits, which is where the eyes sit, and the nose. Notice anything about the nose?
It's gone.
It's almost gone. Here's the bridge of the nose. That's because the rest of the nose is not bone. It's cartilage and skin. The mandible is the lower jaw, which sits in a pivot, which allows the lower jaw to pivot open. The top portion is called the maxillary area. If we look at the bottom, we can see that opening again where the nerves leave the brain to go to the rest of the body. Once the nerves leave, they go through the spinal canal. Okay, this is the vertebral column, which supports the body and also protects the nerves, the spinal nerve, as it goes through the back. The vertebral column consists of vertebrae, consists of three parts: the cervical vertebrae, which are in the neck, the thoracic vertebrae, which is the middle back, and the lower back is the lumbar vertebrae. Here we have the sacrum, which is the very bottom of the back. The tip is called the coccyx, or tailbone. If we look at a vertebrae, you can see it consists of the body of the bone, and it has an opening in the back part. This is the part where the nerve goes through. It protects the nerve. We have 7 cervical vertebrae. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then starts the thoracic vertebrae. The cervical vertebrae are called C1, C2, C3, all the way to C7. The thoracic vertebrae are called T1 through T12. If you look at the first thoracic vertebrae, you can see that is where, let's see if we can get that there. That is where the first rib comes off of.